Morning YouTube, it's Sunday. We're headed to this indoor go-kart track in Edison. Can't think of the name, but I'll get a video for you guys. And so we were at the diner yesterday, and maybe not the diner. We were at the diner the day before also, at night for dinner. And then the waitress and I were talking about, she said, "What do I do for a living?" I told her she's into cars, she's into law. And I said, "Well, why did you get rid of your old car?" She goes, "I was always in for repairs or something." I'm like, "So what? Now you're playing slave to a car payment, right? Which I assure you far exceeds the repairs and maintenance that was needed on your old car. So what? It had 200,000 miles on it. Everything can be replaced and restored and be like new, and then you're not paying slave to a car payment, which requires full coverage if you're making a note or a loan to a bank." So I said, I have a bunch of older vehicles, and I just fixed everything that's wrong with them. And I had another customer who buys Nissan Xterras, and then he tries not to buy them too far gone, and he says, "Hey, these cars will last another 300,000 miles," and he just replaces everything, and I agree with him. But I said to her, "Wow, all that money you wasted on your car payment to have a new car." I mean, it's nice to have a new car. I lease a new car every 3 years, but now I've changed my mind. I don't want a $700 a month car payment anymore. I'm over it. So when my lease payment's up, I have so many vehicles now that are in excellent shape, and I don't care if it breaks and costs me $2,000 or $1,000 or $500 or whatever the case may be. It's not $700 a month for 5 years or 3 years or whatever the case is. So I'm looking at the long term. How much money can I save? And I should have been doing this way younger. If I didn't lease a new car I've been leasing new cars since before you're born. So that's 17, you're gonna be 18. And then before that I was doing it. So 20 years of me feeding the banks, interest, principal, just throwing money out the window, and I don't agree with having a carbureted vehicle that's a gas guzzler, that's not, up to date. That would just be maybe, but there's people out there that are probably driving them that get, excellent gas mileage for certain mods. My point is, you don't need a current year, make, and model vehicle and think that it's doing you any financial justice. I don't believe in that. Not at all. Not at what cars cost today and what insurance costs today, and what repairs and maintenance cost after 36,000 miles. There's always something. Even with an EV vehicle, they need tires, they need front ends, they need alignment, they need something. And I don't think EV is the answer to the world not self-destructing. I think if the manufacturers actually come up with a better way to reduce the cost of gasoline at the pump, bring it down to $1. Get it down to $1. Why not? I don't have an answer, but if they bring gasoline, fossil fuels to super low prices, and then tighten the vehicle emission standards, which is no big deal. 2 catalytic converters, 3 catalytic converters, who cares? If you can get a PZE vehicle to 0 emissions, there you go. And then if the engine light comes on for an emissions failure, you shut the car down in an hour or 2 hours, and they have to have it towed and get it fixed. It's not that bad. Not that bad. What happens to these big semis when they break down? Or what happens to this car when it breaks down? When it stops running, then it gets on the tow truck and goes to get fixed. Not that hard. Thanks for watching.